In today's video, you are going to discover 8 passive income streams for your nursery. If you're new here, this channel was set up not only to help you open a nursery, but to run and grow any type of childcare business. As you're probably aware, running a nursery can be expensive. After paying rent, staff and other costs, sometimes there's not much left over. That's why having more than one way that your nursery or childcare business can make money is so important. This is one of the key ways to increase the chances of your business having longevity and surviving through many different trials. In this video, you will learn some of the additional ways that you can make money from your nursery without putting in too much effort, which will help you to increase your income without dramatically increasing your expenditure. If you're not setting up other streams of income for your nursery other than providing your usual childcare services, then you are not maximizing the earning potential of your nursery or childcare business, which is why these additional streams are so important. If you've read any entrepreneurial book, you will have seen how much so many of them stress the importance of multiple streams of income. The main reason behind this is because of security. If one revenue stream stops or drops, as in you stop making money from one source of income, you can still survive because you have other sources of income to support you. For example, you might own a fashion business and a driving school, and for some reason you can't get the materials to produce your clothes, which results in your fashion business either stopping or dramatically reducing its income. If you only had the fashion business, your income would completely stop and it will be very difficult for you. However, in this scenario, the driving school could supplement your income, meaning you can still survive, giving you that added level of security whilst you sorted out the supply issue of the materials. This is why additional streams of income is so important. The best thing, for those of you who run your own nursery or childcare business or plan to, you can create these additional streams of income within your current business. You don't need to create a whole new business, which is what I want to encourage you to start doing now. After watching this video, you will get some ideas of things that you might want to introduce straight away. Don't wait. Actually put these into practice immediately, otherwise you'll forget about it and potentially never do it. All of these can be used to help boost your income, and I'll get onto the 8 ways right now, starting with renting out your space. No matter the size of your building, whether you're a childminder that just has one room or a large nursery that has multiple rooms with kitchens, staff rooms, etc., you can rent out your space to other people that might use it. Ideas of people or places to rent your room to are for events like birthdays or children's parties, or even for baby showers or children's classes. If you do have multiple rooms, you could simply rent out your staff rooms or your offices and use these to allow people to conduct meetings, sports groups, or if you have a kitchen, you could do cooking groups or cooking classes. An additional thing that you might not have thought of is renting out your car park space. If your setting is in a city where lots of people are seeking parking, then you can rent this out during the working week, or you might be near a stadium like a football stadium or a concert hall. These usually take place in the evenings or at the weekends and require a lot of parking. So you could think about renting your parking space during these times. This is something you can start doing as soon as you get your building. So even if you haven't been registered with Ofsted yet, you can start making the income from your premises. Though it's important to speak to your landlord about this so that you don't invalidate your contract. There are lots of different websites that you can use to advertise your building, like Halls Hire, Tag Venue or Hire Space. Though I'm sure you can find some local ones in your area. We've rented out our building for birthday parties, meetings and for classes. And this has helped to increase our revenue by a few £100s a month, sometimes to thousands. Another way you can create another stream of income is by selling digital products. Now this does require a little bit more effort than simply renting out your building, but you can use documents that you already have in your nursery or childcare setting. The documents you create can simply be put on your website and be sent out to parents. Some ideas of digital products you can create are instructional documents. So for example, you could give like a guide on potty training or communication. Online courses. Again, with the potty training, you could run an online course teaching parents how to potty train in a week, for example. Maybe you've created a really good nursery document which other nurseries could use. You could then advertise it to other nurseries to purchase. Or even ebooks. If you've got a blog, you can combine all your blogs together and sell an ebook and put it on Amazon. Selling digital products is a great way to get some additional income, as the effort is usually at the beginning creating the product, as you can just put it on your website and get sales continuously. An additional tip is to sell stock images. Publishers like newspapers and other places are always looking for copyright-free images of nurseries and of children. So if you have them and you've got parents' permission, you can sell them on places like Shutterstock. Which moves on nicely to the third way of making additional income, which is through photography. You can take advantage of special holidays like Christmas, Easter and Valentine's Day. Arrange a professional photo shoot for your children, similar to like what they would have at school where they do their photos for uniform and group photos, and just take professional photos of your children. This is best if you have some photography experience or one of your staff does, but it's not necessary. Even if you don't have professional photography experience, you could potentially contact a local photographer in your area and get them to take photos for you, potentially paying them a commission. Parents really love this as they love to have professional photos that they can display in their home and give out as gifts. So it's a win-win for all parties. And obviously, if parents don't want it, they simply don't have to pay. An additional tip on this is not just to sell photos. You can put the photos in ornaments like a snow globe or key rings, which you can use to then boost your sales. The fourth additional income stream that you can use to boost your revenue is by selling merchandise. This is linked into the idea of selling photos and selling other items. You could create and brand your own merchandise that you know parents might be interested in. Now, this isn't just getting a t-shirt and putting your logo on. Really try to think of products that you know your parents will find useful and will really want. Some practical things that parents might want are bags for their children, packed lunch boxes, bottles, or even like nappies or toys. The best thing is that when parents use the product that they've bought from you, they are then advertising it to other parents. Some places you can buy branded items for are DHgate, Close to Order, and Shopify. Moving on to the fifth way to create additional streams of income for your nursery, which is recommending products or affiliate marketing. As a childcare professional, you're in a position where parents will probably be constantly asking you for recommendations of things that they could buy for their children, whether that be nappies, toys, wipes, etc. Well, you can actually earn referral fees for these recommendations if parents purchase through your links. So if you're recommending the product regularly, find out whether that company does referral links. Usually with this, there's no additional fee for the parents. It's just the company paying you for the additional sale. Though it's important to recommend products that you genuinely like, rather than just doing it for the referral fee. Another way that you can use to boost your income for your nursery is by hosting stay and play sessions. This is something that's easily set up. Simply set up activities in your room and invite parents to come and bring their children. It's a great opportunity for parents to meet up and bond, as well as a great opportunity for people in your area to learn more about your childcare business. Now, this isn't purely a profit-making task, as it does help boost your marketing efforts too, but you can charge a few pounds for parents to come along and offer them stuff like teas and biscuits, and really just use it as a social opportunity. These sort of sessions are becoming increasingly important, especially as a lot of local councils are reducing theirs. As parents are staying, there is no childcare ratio requirements, so you can just have one member of staff to run it for you. The seventh way you can use a childcare business to earn more money is to run a class. Previously I spoke about renting out your building to a class, but if you have a talent or expertise, why don't you run a class yourself or get one of your staff to do so? Maybe you or your staff member knows another language that you could teach the children, or even to parents. Or maybe you've got a coaching qualification and you want to teach a sports class. Or maybe you're really interested in science and want to teach children this. There's loads of different ideas that you can do. You can run them during your day as an extracurricular activity for your childcare business, or at the weekend or evening. This is a great benefit for parents, as parents are always seeking for extracurricular activities for children to do, but find it difficult to do so when they're working. A great place to advertise your classes, if you plan to run them, is on classforkids.co.uk. You can also use the website to find classes that you might want to rent out to. The final way that you can use to get additional revenue for your business is through babysitting referrals. If you can properly safeguard the babysitting process, you can allow your staff to care for children outside of your work. This will be a great benefit for parents and can actually help to develop partnership with parents. Naturally, some parents will need childcare outside the hours that you are open. By providing your staff or yourself, you are giving them someone to look after their child that they already know and that they trust, and that their child already has a relationship with. It also gives your staff or yourself the opportunity to earn additional income. If they are using your staff members, you can just take a small fee from the amount that they are charging as a referral fee. So those are the 8 passive income streams that you can use for your nursery or any other childcare business. Some of them you can implement straight away. So if there are some that sparks your interest, I want to encourage you to try and do it immediately, otherwise it will end up being delayed and you'll never end up implementing them. You'll forget this video and always be relying on that one stream of income. As you see, most of them are very easy to introduce, so make sure you start implementing them now. Having multiple streams of income is so important, not only to increase your general income, but to also spread the risk of running your business. Businesses that have multiple streams of income are much better placed to weather any storms involved with running it. If you have your own additional streams of income, feel free to mention them in the comments. I finally want to thank you for watching. If you have enjoyed the video, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe. I'll be posting more videos to not only help you open your nursery, but to run and grow any type of childcare business. If you want further support, head over to the website opennursery.co.uk. It is the best place available in the UK supporting you to help open your nursery. I have lots of ways to support you open your own nursery. If you want to find out more, head over to the website or simply drop me an email. I look forward to supporting you and I will see you on the next video. God bless.